Thursday. I'm walking home from work, and I get to leave work a little bit early on Thursdays because my wife works, and so I get to come home and play with my kids. And I get some of that extra time because I actually recently had a client deny me, not fire me because he never hired me, but he asked for a proposal, and I gave him like a really solid proposal, and so he denied me. And it had me thinking about it just today. This happened last week. It had me thinking about it today because now I'm gonna go home and I don't have anything to do in my spare time except enjoy my kids. I'm pretty excited about that. So recently I had a prospective client contact me through my website, and they were looking for some design. They have an app that they're developing, and they were looking for possible design from me, as well as like some branding and some other things. And I was genuinely like excited about the possibility of the project. It seemed like a cool thing to do, and I just came off of a couple projects, so I had a little bit of spare time. So I offered this client a proposal, and he gave me no response. I've emailed this client 3 or 4 times, and I've realized that I scared him away. So I scared this client away, and I'm thankful that I scared him away, because now that I think of it, I do have some time to put into a possible client, but I'd rather spend that time pouring into like my family and like other things that I have going on in my life. So I'm glad that I didn't stress myself out and take more work. And it reminded me of 3 things that really are a healthy thing to remember for every designer. We always want more work, we want more projects, we want more clients, but sometimes you don't need clients. Sometimes you need to establish value. And sometimes value means less clients and more patience. And so I just wanted to share a couple things that I've learned throughout my time and throughout my life that are making me thankful that I scared this guy away. Number 1, learn how to say no. That's not something I did in this case. I said yes, and he's the one that said no to me, either because he was afraid of the price or afraid of me working remote. I don't know what it was, but he said no. But learn how to say no to clients. You can actually, by denying work and by saying no to clients, you actually bring yourself more value. If they're asking you to do a project for too little money, or it's something that it's not going to be a good portfolio piece, sometimes you just say no. Sometimes you have to learn to say no. Sorry, that's not my style, that's not my thing. I could do it, it would be subpar, you'd be upset, I'm gonna be frustrated, you might not pay me, it's a whole debacle. So sometimes you just learn to say no, and you're all the better for it. Number 2, learn how to say or instead of and. What I mean by that is, if you have a lot of things on your plate, like I do, saying and is our first kind of response when someone asks us or inquires of us. Hey, what do you think about this project? Hey, do you think you could do design? Hey, do you have some time? And so our first response is, yeah, I can do that, and that, and that, and that. But if you really budgeted your time and you're really careful with it, you need to start learning how to say or. I could do that, or that, or that. I can't do all of them. And so I'm a husband, I have 2 kids, and so my family is very, very important to me. And if I don't learn to say or, it's like I'm saying no to my family and no to the priorities I've already set in place. The word or helps you remember and actually keep those priorities and those goals that you set. Number 3, it's really helped me a lot, is learn to get used to rejection. I mean, are my feelings hurt that this guy didn't want to work with me? Are my feelings hurt that he won't answer my emails? I gave him a solid proposal, and I was definitely a good fit for the project. But for whatever reason, I don't know why, he's just not getting back to me. He has no interest. And so you know what? That doesn't hurt my feelings, because I know that I know that I can do good work. I know that I would have been a good fit for him, and I know that there's going to be other projects out there, right? Projects are limitless. Time is not limitless. We only have so much time, and so be careful with your time, and don't be afraid of rejection. Learn how to choose your priorities well, and sometimes even just say no. hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you guys have had a great week and have really been hustling and accomplishing your goals. But just make sure this weekend you just take a breath and you relax. What makes it hard for you to say no? What makes you so addicted to saying yes? And what makes you so fearful of being rejected? Talk to you guys later.